Whoa, 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 wait a second. Hold on. Before I start sending this game, which is a first, I just want to let everybody know that throughout the most of this video, you're just mainly going to be seeing my face a lot. Because I got too much time, and also because I look better than all of you. And also, considering I'm sending World of Warcraft, I think the best way to take care of this is to do this drunk. Alright. Whew. Okay, that's a lot better. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of that. Okay, that's really starting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you the sense of World of Warcraft. Alright. This is a lot of information I found out, and it took me a crap load of time. Well, it took me a crap load of time to find all this information. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you just found out how I read you the sins. I read to you via my computer. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. Plus, that's because Jeremy does the same thing too. And here's the things you need to know about World of Warcraft, ladies and gentlemen. Just remember. Hey. Excuse me. Hey. Press the subtitle button, you dumbass. Is it on? Oh, it is. Huh. Looks funny. Once you sign up for this game, there's no going back. World of Warcraft places too much importance on gear and too little on players. You can be an awesome player, but unless you have time to raid and get the best gear, your skill won't mean shit. Remember, don't get too used to the really popular areas and lower level areas. As time goes on, they become ghost towns. The fishing sucks. Blizzard even said themselves that they would make the fishing better with every expansion. With every expansion, it's as entertaining as a John Cena match. There's also too little variation in the enemies you fight. Mostly every trash bomb can be recognized in at least 5 different zones. They take the same skin, apply different colors, and add a couple of random things sticking out of it and change the name. Fight this large purple dragon or something. Next enemy, a large purple dragon with a stick up his ass. That is definitely not the same beast I just killed. This fantasy game has questionable elements, like the Drainy crash landing a spaceship that Blood Elves built. What? If someone can build a spaceship, why are we fighting with swords and daggers? There's always a flavor of the month class that's overpowered, and every major patch, that class gets nerfed to near uselessness, and another class becomes the new overpowered one. In other words, lack of class balance. This game has a limited endgame focus. I mean, everyone talks about how fun the endgame is, but the all-exciting endgame is endless farming for fat loot, lengthy raids, and PvP arenas. It's almost like the endgame to Grand Theft Auto, an endless cycle of doing random shit. Lack of character customization. While many free-to-play massively multiplayer online role-playing games let you greatly customize your character's appearance, in World of Warcraft you have very few options and will often find people who look just like you. Hey, how you doing? Hey, you just stole my look! I had this first, you bastard! Blizzard actually caved in to player demands. A number of set-in-stone features have been turned to 180 because of a vocal minority. Having to spend a few hours killing off a certain amount of monsters to reach the next level only to be told I need to do exactly the same but kill 10 more of them to go up another level is fucking absurd. Come on, Blizzard. You're rolling in the dough here. You can afford to hire a few more writers and developers and add in some more interesting content, right? Right? Jeez, I gotta admit. Already, I just started doing this and already I need another drink. Could you give me another drink, please? Yeah, thank you. Refill them up, please. And keep them coming. World of Warcraft boasts about having one of the largest worlds in MMO games. But do we really need such a large world? There's no point in creating vast continents and cities that take hours to traverse and reach if you're not going to put anything in between them. Granted, Blizzard throws in things like mounts and transport systems, but even with this, it still takes a lot of time to travel around the world. Other companies seem to be able to function with smaller worlds with more in their game. Why can't Blizzard? Raid or die. Everyone reaching for the same carrot, everyone running around with the same armor sets. One of the things I know about Warcraft is the fact that from 1 to 70, you can progress through soloing, grouping, dungeon crawling, world questing, you name it. Once you get to endgame, the only options were PvP or raid content. The raid affected mostly every aspect of the game. For example, in the endgame, there is no other means to advance a profession than raiding. In addition, loot from raids seem to be better than anything that the player could make, so there don't seem to be a point in leveling up professions. Like most, or pretty much all MMOs, things that started one way stay that way for the remainder of the game. I know this sucks and I don't really have anything to say that makes up for it, but where World of Warcraft is disappointed is that it has spent making new things better, yet leaving the older zones to stagnate and fester. Many times they create new quests that involve older zones and areas, but it's usually just a brief jaunt and you get the feeling that you're almost being forced to visit. World of Warcraft has a ridiculous standard for all multiplayer online games. Every time we see a new MMORPG being released, we'll always have people pop claiming it's a ripoff of World of Warcraft. In fact, close to every online game that is released is either compared to World of Warcraft or Call of Duty. Is that really the state of the gaming industry, that everything is compared to two terrible games merely because they both make a lot of money? Because if so, fuck you. Group roles and force grouping. Nothing possible without healers and tanks. You always need at least one tank and one healer for bigger encounters like 5-man instances, raids, etc., you name it. Especially for heroic, this is a pain in the ass for small guilds as the chars need to fill those roles somehow. No real possibility for groups consisting of 5 different classes unless someone has the ability to tank and another the ability to heal. I understand that many guilds want to only have the top players on the server, but when you have to spend weeks being watched on every run and have to write thousands of words as to why you should be let in, it may be time to consider another freaking game. This also led to a huge requirement for guilds, and with that a hardcore atmosphere developed in many. DKP, raid attendance records, and other player measurements were not invented by this game, but in World of Warcraft they were augmented 10 to 100-fold. Alas, World of Warcraft is a game that does not equate success with casual. In this game, raid progress became a measuring stick of all guilds, stagnation breed discontent, and drama befitting the Lifetime/Oprah and Hallmark networks was and still is prevalent. I understand that companies need to make money for their products, but having to pay monthly on a game like it's your house rent is just fucking stupid. Most game companies seem to be able to make more than enough cash by charging users a one-time fee. Why can't MMO creators like Blizzard do this? Hell, they've bonded with Activision, so they really don't need the money, do they? If I wanted to pay $50 a month to carry on playing a game, I'd pop into EB Games and buy one instead. I'm sure we've all heard the stories. People dying after playing World of Warcraft for hours on end, and the crimes committed for in-game items, and all these stories seem to revolve around World of Warcraft. Now, I know some of you are going to pop up and claim that World of Warcraft merely gets a lot of flack because it has the most users, but the truth is, the game forces people to act the way they do. I'm not saying it puts a gun to your head and forces you to continue playing, but if you want to be good at World of Warcraft, you need to be playing many hours a day. You can say that this applies to other MMOs, but the truth is, none of them suck the life out of players in the way that World of Warcraft does. How many stories have we read of people who sat at their computer desks for 40+ hours without moving or eating? How many stories have we read where someone has attacked their friend merely to get their hands on a rare item in World of Warcraft? I know you're all still saying, well, Warcraft didn't force people into this, but surely this argument could be used for any unhealthy action or dangerous object. Oh, about time, thank God. Thank you. Oh, man. Alright. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Cigarettes don't kill people, people kill people. In the same way that cigarette companies don't force people to buy cigarettes, Blizzard doesn't force people to continue playing the game, but it sure as hell makes it more likely for them to carry on playing. In countries like South Korea, there are already laws and fail-safes that prevent users from playing games in continuous periods. Why aren't things like this implemented by Blizzard into Warcraft? Why is that all gamers get is a friendly little pop-up that says, "You've been playing for this amount of hours, maybe you should take a break." How many people that play World of Warcraft for days at a time are leading fulfilling and enriching lives? Exactly. I'm not saying it's only World of Warcraft gamers that spend days playing games, but it sure as hell seems that the vast majority of people who play games for continuous periods seem to be World of Warcraft players. If you want to play World of Warcraft and be a top player, well, say goodbye to not only your social life, but to everything else. Hello? CinemaSins 2 expansion? Oh my god. What? Jeremy?